You ready? Quiet on set. Next whenever you're ready.
Okay. After listening to so many of your speeches, I found it immensely difficult to choose a topic for this speech. I could regale you with tales of countless escapades under the influence of one too many shots, though I would never have admitted that to you at the time. I could reminisce about the endless onslaught of busy work we've been subjected to over the past 4 years, though I think we can all agree that this assignment is the only one of merit that we've ever completed. I could share with you some deep, dark secret of my past and shake the judgments you all have made of me, but it's a little late for that. So, I'll tell you about this speech. Owens Valedictories. Our last hurrah, final bridge to cross, penultimate assignment before walking across the stage and throwing our caps, and the most important thing that any teacher has ever done for me. Along with many of you, I spent every class period in the sanctuary for my final few days of high school, hearing speech after speech from people that I'd never met before, people I didn't like, and people I'd known my entire life. I told my mom, as she argued with me, that these speeches wouldn't help us get into college, and therefore were a waste of time. That even those of you who stood at the podium and pulled a few words out of your ass because you were just too stoned to prepare anything had good speeches. Speeches that I genuinely appreciated. I've gotten more out of my last few days at GHS than my entire academic career. Owens doesn't teach us how to think. He prompts us to think. He doesn't teach us how to see the world. He prompts us to question our perceptions. Many of you may have snoozed through his stories in foreign films, and I'm sorry for you. Owens prompted me to question the people around me, but mainly to question myself. To think about why I believe the things that I do, and why I am the person that I am, and if I want to change any of those things. While I love spending fifth period with many of you, I can't help but wish I'd been in a class with a different dynamic. One thing that I thought I'd missed all year was learning from all of you in an environment where we didn't have to hide behind the facades and unspoken expectations of our separate cliques. And who would have thought? Here we are, 2 days away from graduation, ready to break away from the people and places we've known all our lives, and I finally feel like I've got a connection with you. Or I must be honest. Though Catherine so eloquently declared in her speech that we should not give a fuck what other people think, I've learned over the last year that this just doesn't work for me. I've walked past many of you in the hallways hundreds of times, but could I come up with your names? No. I spent the vast majority of 8 semesters pushing people away, as if my test scores made up for the fact that I was a complete bitch. Convincing myself that I didn't need to care about you, because I'd be out of here and on to bigger and better things, bigger and better people. Will any of you remember that I was a National Merit Scholar at our 10-year reunion, that I got a 35 on the ACT? Absolutely not. Will I still be skating by on these excuses? I sure as hell hope not. For all the effort I haven't put forth for these 4 years, whether that be to get to know you or to study for the numerous history tests that I should not have failed, I don't expect to have much to show for myself. I wish I could make you believe that I cared, but after so long, I'm not sure how. We've spent the last 4 years together. For some, the longest, most grueling, and unforgiving years of their lives. For others, 4 of the shortest, most fun-filled years of their lives. What is the high school experience? I respect you no more and no less for having skipped out on the partying. Shake your heads in disapproval, it's really okay. We've all stood at this podium, and that's what's important to me. This podium taught me that you all have something valuable to say. This podium taught me that you all have a story, one that I have been ignorant to for a very long time. This podium taught me that hiding behind mile-high walls, cemented with angry looks and biting sarcasm, doesn't make me happy. This podium showed me that I love you, and gave me the closure I've been searching for. I'm ready to say goodbye, and so are all of you. I don't know what to leave you with, except that I hope you do something for yourself at some point in your life. I hope that you never stop learning. I hope that you push yourself. I hope that you love someone, and that someone loves you. I hope that you know that you're never alone. I hope that you look back on your time at Gainesville High School and remember something that makes you smile. I hope that you forgive me for the cliche turn my speech has just taken. If there's anything that this time of year fosters, it's hope. Mostly, I hope that you impact the world the way you've impacted me.